All right, it's blue. Here we go. Going live. Hello, everyone, and welcome back to our channel. This is Entrepreneurial Life with Kasie and Tamra. And today we have our special friend, our special guest, Mary. Hey, ladies, how are you?
Hi,
Hi.
nice
Thank
to
you.
see you.
Yeah, nice to see you. Thank you for having me.
Yeah, we're super excited to have you on here. Mary's been on my other channel, so she's always, I don't know, you've been on my channel many times, so it's always nice because we just kind of chat. So, well, today we're going to talk to Mary about what she's kind of doing in her business now, and we're going to talk to see if Groove can kind of help her in her business adventures. So, are you ready?
Mary, you're
Awesome.
in some trouble.
What's that? Mary's in trouble.
We'll see what you have in store for me and what I can learn. I'm always excited to learn what's new, what's different, and
Yeah.
I can, how I can best offer what I want to offer.
Mhm.
So I'm really curious to see what you have to share with me.
Awesome. Awesome.
All right.
Awesome.
So we first asked what you use now. What do you currently use and what are you doing? I guess
Okay,
that would
good.
be the first question. What are you doing for your business?
Okay, good question. And I often ask myself the same question. So I've been an online ESL teacher with VIP Kid for the last, well, 3.5 years, basically. So I love doing that and I enjoy mentoring new teachers. And every once in a while, popping up a video on YouTube. I finally did one the other day,
Wow.
just supporting teachers in knowing how to do some best practices or how to approach something in a new way. So that's one part of my work. And last year, I also added OutSchool, which I'm not doing a whole lot right now, but
Mhm.
can see developing that more. And then I also started a Pampered Chef business, which is going through an evolution for me. I'm relaunching that in May. I
Okay.
wanted to find another way to make income that also embraced my passion for creating a healthy home and cooking healthy food and sharing that love with people. So it's another form of education and
Mhm.
income stream.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like your videos on using the tools and cooking and things. I pretty much just watch them though. I don't make them all.
That's funny.
Awesome. So what are you currently using?
Okay, good. So I have a website, thrivewithmary.com,
Mhm.
and I'm reworking it. I'm creating content. I haven't uploaded a lot of it yet, but I use a platform called Weebly for my website. With
Mhm.
Pampered Chef, they provide they provide their storefront, but I plan on having my videos on my website. I plan on linking that to the Pampered Chef storefront so that it's integrated for me. But Weebly is the main platform along with some videos on YouTube.
Yay.
And just I should mention, Weebly over the last, I want to say year, has undergone some changes.
Mhm.
So I'm grandfathered into Weebly since we've been using it forever for my husband's account as
Right.
well as my own. So it's Squarespace now is more, if people were wanting a new one that's comparable to what I have,
Mhm.
Squarespace purchased Weebly. You can still do Weebly, but it's not the same as how I'm using it. Mine's more like the Squarespace
Okay.
Okay.
platform. Yeah.
Yeah, I had a Weebly too.
Mhm.
Yeah.
How many websites can you have?
However number you want, but you can have a free version or paid version. When you do a paid version, you pay for each one. It's not unlimited, like I believe Groove is, right? Like if you have the paid
Right.
Groove, you can have unlimited
Right.
websites and you're not paying more. Like we pay for my Thrive with Mary, we pay for my husband's, we pay for my son's. Like there's, yeah,
Yes.
yeah,
Got it. Got it.
yeah.
Yes. The one thing that with Groove, if you're interested, is that in Thrive with Mary, you have a VIP kid portion, you have your healthy eating portion, and you have your like your blog or your empty nest reflections on everything,
Yeah.
and I mean, it's a beautiful, it's a well done website. It just has a lot going on. And VIP kid teachers really should be eating healthy, but I'm not sure if the audience is always the same,
Right.
and that is one thing with Groove that I love is that you can have unlimited websites with their, you can have 3 websites with their free version, and then you can have unlimited websites with their paid version once you upgrade. And so it's nice to be able to focus on just one aspect, I recently did because I like healthy eating as well. And so I recently just did a small little website of some affiliate links, because we have like a produce delivery, we have a salmon delivery, we have like a meat delivery, and they all give you affiliate links.
Right.
And so you can make just one little website of that. You can make a website of your teacher profile. You can have a digital portfolio just of teaching. You can have, a VIP kid website alone. You can have an outschool website. It's just nice that you can focus on your little niches with individual sites so as not to really kind of confuse people. I mean, yours isn't confusing at all. It's just attracting the right people to the website,
Right. I was thinking with mine, the theme is healthy living and how to do that, whether it be through working from home or
Mhm.
eating at home or raising a family at home. So the theme, over overarching theme for me would be healthy home lifestyle.
I
Yeah.
love it. I love it. Yes, it's great. And I love that you have your family on the homepage right there.
Oh,
So,
are you looking at my website right now?
yeah, I pulled it up, and yes, yes, it's
Yeah,
great.
it's not a lot there, but yeah.
Yeah, but it's exactly what it needs to be, But it's just nice that you can have,
Yeah.
with Groove, you can make as many as you want to, and go that route.
Yes.
Yes. And Weebly, I mean, Weebly and Squarespace, there is an advantage to using um, a WordPress, a WordPress site. And that's basically the cost. WordPress makes it very cheap to be able to host a website. And WordPress blogs are one of the best in the industry, really. But with WordPress, it is a learning curve, and you do have to add plugins for every little bit that you want to add to it. And sometimes that can be very costly in the end, and it's also each plugin you add, you have to do the research, first of all, to add the correct plugin, the one that you're looking for, which takes a lot of time. And then you have to learn that plugin, how to use it and how to incorporate it into your website, and it's just, it seems like it takes a lot of time for everything. And I'm sure, not all plugins are free. So it just adds to the cost of, it's great to have such a low cost hosting site, but then you realize before you know it, you're adding all these costs, and to that, you know.
One of the things you'll notice on my site is if you go to the teacher one, I don't know if you're there right now, I
Mhm.
have a way of collecting like people requesting information and me
Oh, there
getting
we
their
go.
email,
Yes.
but I don't have a way of integrating that into an email program. I then have to take that email and put it into MailChimp or something like that. So that's something, and I think there's something like convert something, like
Just
there's
Convert,
different things.
Active
Yeah,
Campaign, MailChimp.
Yes. Yeah. And
but I
I'm
haven't figured
sure,
out how to do that yet. And I think that's
right.
something Groove has to offer, right?
Groove does have that. And so if you, Groove has a lot of email providers that they integrate with. So if you happen to be using MailChimp already, that is um, one of the email providers that they automatically integrate with.
Okay.
So you can put a MailChimp pop-up right on your website and collect the email, and it'll go straight to MailChimp. So yes, I'm positive that you should be able to do that with this, but Tim would be able to help you more than Kasie and I for sure. But yes, Groove has it's very easy. It's just drag and drop. You'll just drag and drop the MailChimp integration right into your website, and you can either like embed it sort of like it is now, where it's always there and just, I want more information. Or you can make it as a pop-up where you can't really see the site until you either click on the X or fill out your information. Or you can just make it like a button in the top corner, contact us. So it's real flexible how you want to have your email collection right there.
That's cool.
Yes.
So you were talking about the blog earlier, and one thing that we found is that WordPress does have a better SEO and things right now, but from what we've researched and learned, Groove blog is very user friendly, very easy for, like, I say friends, that's such a teacher thing, for friends to get started on. So if you're like a first time blogger, they say that Groove blog is an easy one to start with too.
Yes, for sure, for sure. The other one that you mentioned is doing a course. And I have two things I wanted to point out with doing a course. The first thing is that Groove Member is a phenomenal platform for courses. You can have unlimited courses with unlimited members. I mean, not even Kajabi offers that, and Kajabi is the course platform. But you can only have, depending on your level of Kajabi, you can only have maybe up to 3 courses or something. You have to pay for every tier you end up going through, and I mean, even the lowest tier at Kajabi is very expensive. So and so doing a course where you don't have to worry. I know you said that you're thinking about even a free course, which doesn't make sense at Kajabi. It doesn't make sense even at New Zenler, which is a new platform. It doesn't make sense at really anywhere else except Groove, because you've already paid for the Groove platform. And so to offer a free course, you're not spending money in order to have your course. Exactly. Which is, it's kind of a weight off your shoulders in a way, because it's like, that's one less thing I have to worry about, is paying for this course that I'm offering for free, and how many people are going to end up upgrading at the end, or, whatever your end motive is. But, it's just nice to be able to do it and enjoy it. For your husband's course, he can have as many members as possible. I will get back to you also, though, because I joined this Groove Asia program, and what it is 2 people really, which now is a team of 4, which I have no idea how I get into these things, but we're trying to promote Groove in the Asian market, really, and so they're working on gaining people that want to work with Groove with us, basically, who can translate a lot of the material. And once we figure out how we're going to go about that, I will definitely share some tips with you, with your husband. But the thing with Groove is that it's worldwide. There's people in so many countries using Groove now. And because Groove is so new, what makes it really special is that everybody wants to learn more. Everybody wants to, help their own business, and they really want Groove to also succeed, right? So in the Groove community alone, once you start, you can reach out and ask people, hey, I'm looking for someone that speaks Japanese that might be able to help me with my Groove course. And with some translating and things. I'm not sure how he worked with a translator before, but I mean, I'm not sure if he pays or if it's, free, but you can definitely get someone to help. And the beautiful thing also with Groove Pay, if you sign up, which it's a lengthy process, but a very easy process. The guy's wonderful to work with, but you sign up for Groove Pay and then you don't have to pay any fees for money collected in any currency.
That's cool.
Yes.
Just the exchange rate, but not the, like, it's an
You
even
don't have,
exchange.
Groove doesn't charge you anything. So it's up to
Nice.
your, I guess it would be your bank that might charge, but Groove Pay will not charge you
That's cool.
for collecting money in any currency. So that is very rare, but it's something that they were passionate about because they want global users to be successful too, you know?
That's cool.
It's very cool. So it's something to think about with that course, but I am positive that if you post in the group, you know, we're looking for translators. If you're a translator, please message us, you know, and we'd love to work with you or something, because there literally are people around the world working at Groove.
But there isn't any auto translate, right? Like there's no.
On Groove, no, at the moment, but they are, there is a button already there for different languages. So it's going to be auto translate. It's just not activated yet. But yes, that is in the works. I'm not sure if the entire course will be translated. I feel like maybe, but I definitely know the checkout page and various aspects of the course will be, and of Groove will be in many different languages. The list is really long about what language that they are, that they will translate to. It's just not quite there yet, right. Which is a lot with Groove, which is why you're getting a great deal on this one-time fee. You know,
Are they still offering that one-time fee?
Yes,
Oh,
they
it didn't
are.
go away. Okay.
It didn't go away. The $13.97 is about to go away. I think they're just going to raise it $100 pretty soon, and then they're going to raise it to $2,000 or $19.97 very soon. But right now, from what we looked at, it's still $13.97. But they keep saying it's going away. I don't really care for that part because they tell us it's going away today, and then it doesn't. But I know it's really soon. But yes, they're going to offer a one-time fee until the end of the year. So
I did want to say, I asked the question about the languages in the Groove group, and so far one person wanted to know what you needed as far as languages. There are already people in there that sound like they would be willing to either help or looking at the question to find an answer for us. So
yeah, I was
it's
thinking
really
more
cool.
the auto translate version,
Right?
Like no matter who visits from what country, rather than it being translated in every language. Just will people be able to auto translate to the language?
Yes, I think choice. So. And and I know that I mean, even there's something right now that does that just within your computer too, a lot of times. I know I've looked at Chinese websites before, and I've looked at Russian. I was going to work for this Russian company, and it was an automatic translate.
So fascinating.
Yes, my computer did it for me. I didn't, but my computer did. So I don't know if, there was just a button, and I think but it's coming. It's coming with Groove too. I'm almost positive that it will be there.
So the reason I mentioned that was because I had, you post a question in there, and once it's approved, then people can start writing on it. Well, it was just approved this morning, and within 30 minutes, we already have people posting on it. So I just wanted to mention, like, the community has been really helpful, and they're really cool inside of the Facebook group, or just trying to get answers rather than just all the help desk stuff. Just everyone is just so excited about it, and they're in the Facebook groups. How can I help? What can I do? So
yes.
I just think that's really neat.
Well, I think that's a really important feature, to have a community. Like, you're not going to, well, I haven't looked for it, but I don't know that exists for Weebly. And Weebly, you can't really compare it. It's apples to oranges,
right?
Because it's just a website builder.
Yeah.
I mean, we integrate for my husband, Daniel, the e-commerce is integrated into that, but it's not all these other things that
Uh-huh.
Groove
Right.
offers. It's not
Right.
multifunctional. It's
Mhm.
very specific.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
And you can, and it's true that, but you can add some plugins and do different things that way. But with Groove, you're right, it is. But the thing that's nice is that you don't have to really worry about much of anything as far as all of your businesses, all of your different things going on. Soon they're going to have Groove calendars so people can book a party with you right through Groove. They're going to have Groove Desk. So, if somebody has an issue with their order, or you can thank them right then actually with their order, because you can like do a little pop-up chat, hey, we just want to thank you for your order. And, you can send them an email also, but it's just nice to have that little personal touch,
Right.
You can have stores. I believe you can have unlimited stores within Groove Cart. So your husband can have a store, with his, and Groove Sell is, I guess, if you want somebody to buy something or anything, that would be Groove Sell. If you want to have an actual store where you sell certain products, then that would be Groove Cart, if that makes
Gotcha.
sense.
Yes.
So it's a little bit different, but Groove Cart, you can have unlimited stores, you can have unlimited products that you're going to sell. You can have unlimited, like if you buy this, you'll receive this for free. That works out. I mean, it's just the possibilities are endless and what you can do. You might have to watch a video of how to do it all, but they're there, they exist. And the support desk at Groove is also very, very helpful. So if you don't find what you're looking for in the group, then the support desk will also be helpful. And I just want to mention that there's something that I didn't realize with Kasie's and my Groove 21 Day Challenge, that the thank you page doesn't always work. And I didn't even know that. And Groove support actually reached out to me and said, your thank you page doesn't always work. I was like, what? How did, like, you're so busy, but you still looked at my little, I had a whole different question that I asked like over a week ago, and they just out of the blue emailed me this morning and said, hey, I just want to let you know that your thank you page isn't working 100% of the time. It's like, wow. I mean, that's
cool.
That's above and beyond, really, in my opinion. But it's nice. It's nice. And I think the support is there because it's so new. Not the support. The support will always be there, but the community is because it's new. And just like VIP Kid, I mean, when it was new, I would say the community was a little bit stronger than maybe it is now. But it's just so nice to have that, that feeling of everybody helping to make it succeed.
Now, you're talking about Groove Cart, and correct me if I'm wrong, Tamara, but Groove Cart will actually not be part of the lifetime soon, right? So once it switches over to the $2.99, I think that's going to be a la carte, right?
From my understanding, once Groove goes to the monthly fee, which is supposed to be in 2022, they're going to switch from a lifetime to a monthly. And once it goes monthly, then it's not going to be part of the monthly fees. Okay. Yes. So you will be limited. But have you looked around Groove? Would you like to see a little bit?
Yeah, why don't you show me? Because I did a tiny little bit of exploration, and I didn't find the web page building as easy as Weebly, but I'm really familiar with Weebly. So right. It's not really necessarily a fair comparison, but it was like, okay, I just know so easily what to do here, and I don't here.
Right. It's a learning curve, but it's, it's pretty, yeah, I'll show you. Okay. So this is the dashboard, and you could see, I was playing around too, so one of these is me, but you can see right here how many visits you've had to your website. You can see, your pages. You can see if you've made any sales today or within the last week or 2 weeks or month. You can find everything right there on that homepage, who's watched your videos, within Groove and all of that, which is kind of nice when you're doing a course and you have 20 members and then like you see only one person's watching the video, you're like, maybe I need to send a reminder to my members that they really should be watching this video or something like that. So you just click on the Groove pages, GrooveFunnels, and then you can go to a new site to make a new site. This single pages is really just like a landing page. If you want to give something for an email, basically that's what the single page site would be for. That's their function. The complete site would be similar to yours, where it has tabs and you can have different things up there. Funnels is exactly that. It's a series of landing pages or a series of single pages that, basically you want your customer to purchase something at the end, and not only purchase something, but, funnels are great for upselling and downselling and adding on to that.
What is downselling?
Okay, so for example, Kasie and I have a challenge, this 21-day challenge that we're going to do. So we offer the free challenge, right? And as soon as they check out with the free challenge, it'll offer the highest level challenge that you can get. So we have our highest level is $97, and you'll receive the challenge for life plus your coaching. Kasie and I will coach you along the way. So you'll receive that. But if you say no, thank you to the $97, we're going to offer you a $47 challenge. So we're taking you from the highest level first, and we're downselling to a $47 version of the challenge. And then if you say no, thank you, then you'll just get the free version. But if you say yes, then you'll receive the $47 challenge price. So it's, it's from the upsell, taking from the upsell then to the downsell.
Instead of from the lower one, and you purchase this, you might want to consider this, then you're upselling.
Right.
Yeah, okay,
we were deciding which one. That was definitely one of our chats one day on which one. So
right, but that's what people have had more successful when they upsell first and then offer a lower price. And a lot of times it's an add-on, so maybe somebody, I'm just going to use Pampered Chef real quick, but maybe somebody purchases like one, I don't know enough about it, but just go with me. But let's just say they're purchasing a bowl, right? So they purchase a bowl from you, and because you have a funnel to try to sell this bowl, so you're selling a stainless steel bowl. Then you're going to upsell to the set of 5. Instead of 1, would you like a set of 5? And if they say no, I just want the 1, then you're going to downsell to the set of 3, and so you're still getting it's all related to each other because they're all bowls, but, and then in the end, they could just purchase the 1 bowl, or they could purchase 3 bowls, or they could purchase 5 bowls. But that's what upselling and then downselling. But you want to reach for the stars first. From everything I keep hearing, reach for the stars and then come down. So that's what it is. And then my templates, you can save templates that you really like. And then you can use those over and over again. So if you have a brand, a look of your website, you make your website and you that's kind of your page that you really like, then you're able to save it.
So can you walk through, just like create something quickly and just show me?
Sure. So if you do a complete site, for example, we won't even use a template. We'll just use a scratch, right? Mary's site. And we can start building, and it'll go to just a blank page. It'll say, it's a little bit empty in here.
Yeah.
Yes, it is. Okay, so blocks are full blocks. Basically, it's what they are. It's, you know, are you going to need an alert bar? You know, then you can have your alert bar. You have your, you know, you have a header on here. So these are different headers that you can use. You know, and this isn't what I was thinking, but you can, or yeah, headers, nav bars. That's what I meant to do. So all you do is drag and drop the header into Groove, and then it'll think about it, and it'll come up soon. Then after you've dragged your header, once it pulls up, you're gonna see
it's slower on Zoom, we found. I said we found it's always slower on Zoom when we're running Zoom.
I know,
That
it's
makes
so
sense.
frustrating. So this right here is their logo, right? So I click on the logo and I go to this little pencil icon, and that means to edit it, right? So then you'll have a pop-up to the right, and this is design. You know, this is the size, the shape, the location of your logo.
Okay, that's
If you
cool.
go to configure, that configures it into your personal brand, basically. So I don't really like Andis, you know, whatever that logo is. So I'm going to go and put in Kasie's in my logo, right? And it's all right there forever. So once you do your logo, then it'll be there for any website that you happen to do. Once you put your logo in, then you update it. So this one still has an image alt attribute value. That's the name of your, and you're going to see it's still going to be there once it pops up. Whoops, that's a little bit too large. So you can see that this is way too large of what I wanted. It's 777 times 777, whatever. So I'm going to go back to choose image, and I'm going to keep my image there, but I'm going to bring it down to like 200 by 200 and update the dimensions. And then I'm going to select it, and then it'll go, and then I'm going to update it here, and you'll see that it's a much smaller logo now. Okay. So you just have to play around with that type of thing. And so once it's a smaller logo, you can link it. You can link it to your URL if you want to. You can call it, you know, Groove Challenge. Challenge, and then you can link it to a URL. You can link it to a different page if you want to. You can link it to another block that you're going to include. There's a lot that you can link it to. Okay. And remember, blocks are just what's going on in your website, right?
Okay, cool. It does show, like, I wasn't sure how to do even what you just did. So knowing even where to go.
Excellent.
That's good customization there. That's great.
Yeah. Good.
It's going to be, now, Kasie, you used Weebly, right? So this doesn't look harder than that once you know what you're doing.
No, I don't think it's harder. There's so much more you can do on here. So there's more learning. Like if you want to link your sales page and sell things and things, then there's a little bit more that you can do with it. So it is more learning. But as far as the drag and drop and setting it up, I don't think it's
right.
Yeah, and being able to customize the exact size of images, you probably can do that in Weebly. I haven't figured that out. I don't know. So
that would be Steve.
Yeah.
I did a lot of the manipulating of stuff like that.
No, but this looks pretty easy now that I see you doing it. But that's what I needed. I needed to see it. Like, it's like, yeah, I haven't figured it out yet. Not that I spent a lot of time trying to, but it was like, it doesn't felt like I got on Weebly and I was just instantly new.
Yeah.
Here, maybe there's so many things to click on. I wasn't sure.
Lots of choices.
Right. It also depends on your own effort, I guess, or where you are in learning it. You know, you're like, I need a website and I need to learn this now. Whereas right now you're like, well, I have my website, you know, I'm not quite maybe as interested in really diving deep because I already know this one. Right. So it's a different in your, you know, a mindset difference as well. But this one is quite easy to navigate through, honestly.
So you that way.
you can add, large blocks. You can add,
When you mean
whatever.
block, what do you mean? What's the block?
So blocks are the big thing that you're going to add. So if you want a checkout form, for example, look at how large these blocks are. Now, if you just wanted to add, oh, and I want to show you, I'll show you something else that's kind of cool in a minute. But, and then these are smaller elements. So the blocks can be thought of as something large, something that has multiple facets. And then the elements are a little bit smaller.
Right.
Okay. Right. So for example, on my math site, I have four, well, they're the same price, but they're four age groups that I did. So I needed 4 columns. So all I have to do is drag, and actually if I don't want it up there, then I drag it, I should be able to drag it down here. And and you can see that didn't work. So if that doesn't work, then you're going to have to get, I'll show you in a second. So each section of your website is kind of a container, and the blocks will automatically give you a container. Now it's not working. Look at that. But you will be able to add below. You can put these below, and I'm not sure why it's not working now, but as you can highlight them all, and you'll see a plus, like a cross icon, and that's how you move what you want to a different spot. So I'm going to try one more time, and you can move this to different places. Of course, it's not working, but
It's staying in the block.
It's staying in the block, and I will have to figure that out. But it normally works where it will go right under the block that you're working on. And then you can add, images, or, like a checklist. If an element would be a checklist. So if you want to go down and add, like a list to your container, to your price
page.
point,
Yeah.
then you can have that list right there. The buttons are nice because they, that's just what it is. It'll link to something else. You can have a button with a solid button. An icon FA, that's basically a logo. So if you want your button to have like a Facebook logo right on it, or you want it to have a checkout, well, there's a different one for checking out, but there's different logos. Actually, I'll show you, because it's amazing how many logos that they have. So if you go to the button and you drag that over, and then I'll show you in a second. And again, all you do is click that pen icon. So if you click the button, and you'll see the pen icon, sometimes it pops up. I didn't even have to click it, and the button icon over there popped up. So again, I'm going to go to configure. And since there's an icon right here, that question mark icon, look at all of these logos that I can choose from in here. Let's just, you want a battery, you want to go to bed.
That sounds good.
I mean, I know, doesn't it though? Bowling, like there's, alert, you need this button right now. A calendar, click on this button to go straight to the calendar,
Right. Yeah.
You want to, there's
so
they're
icons to give a visual for the type of information.
Exactly. And there's credit card icons, there's payment methods, like the one thing, like Venmo, for example. Venmo doesn't integrate with Groove, but you can find a Venmo icon in here. It does exist. And you can get your Venmo icon, and then that will link to your Venmo account. So you can even do something like that. But I mean, look at all of these icons.
That's great. And you can probably upload your own too, right?
And you should be able to upload your own as well. You can also do different size icons as well. I don't know, it froze up right now, but but you can do a lot of, yeah, there it goes. So you can, let's just click an icon, a rainbow icon, because we like rainbows. So you click on that.
It's going to take you to your St. Patrick's site.
Yeah, right.
Pot of gold.
Exactly, your pot of gold at the end of the rainbow, right? And look at, they have the puzzle for autism. They have, I mean, the list goes on. We can do we'll do a happy face icon. So that's the smile, and it's going to say, be happy. And, and then our icon can be, we can do a little bit of a larger icon. We can put the icon on the left or the right of the thing. And then where's it going to link? Is it going to link to one of your pages? Is it going to link to a URL? Is it going to link just down your page to a different block? So let's say you have the checkout right there on your page, or contact us, like on your own website. The place to put your email is down below, but you could have a button that says, contact us, and that'll go right down to the bottom of your page. So where is it going to link to? And I'll just put none for now. And then we click update, and you can see right away that the button will now have a large smiley face and say, be happy. And that'll be pretty cool. So there's just so many things that it can do with it, and you can see it's the button grew a little bit with this happy face.
Cool.
But
I like being happy.
yes. But this is all going to also be in the challenge as well. So we're going to go step by step through the challenge just to, see.
And when is the challenge offered?
When? We're going to start May 10th, and
Cool.
And it'll be right there. I just want to show you really quick, that you can, if you do a Mary's blog, and then your subdomain is going to be, it has to be one word .grooveblog.com. So it is, you'll have separate, you can have a separate subdomain for every blog that you have. But mary.grooveblog.com, and then you're done. And then you can click on various, let's see, to see a preview, click the but okay, so you can post different things. It basically follows a similar theme, so you'll start blogging with us. You just change a few of the words. You can add images, and you could do a lot right there. But it's very self-explanatory of how to make this blog your own. So cool. It's going to be a really nice feature as soon as it, it's still working on the SEO. You're also soon going to be able to have your own URL, your own domain name within the blog. But it's, if you're just starting out, especially, it's a beautiful blog platform. It just needs a little bit of the extras that WordPress offers, and they are in the works.
That's cool. Did the two of you have a blog?
Together or individually? Before.
Kasie's scared of blogging, and I have not started a blog, but that is a great idea with our challenge for sure, is just to keep it going, and offer little tips and little resources. That is a great idea, actually. Maybe we should. And they are also, the one thing that was also great about Groove is that they have a place to ask for suggestions. So especially like you want translate, so you'll post that, or you'll look for it first in the suggestions area. And if it's not there, then you can suggest it. And then people, like I get a little thing every day that says, this is what's happening today. And if there's something that I also agree needs to happen, then I'll put an uptick to try to get the number higher. And the higher the number, the more likely that Groove will implement it. But there's been a lot of suggestions, a lot of integration suggestions, a lot of just basic suggestions that Groove has listened and has implemented because its members want it. And that's also a pretty cool thing that Groove does, because
it's pretty neat that the two of you and anyone who joins can be part of that building blocks of directing it the way you want, so
Yes.
that
Yeah.
it's part of the foundational structure that you're being part of.
Exactly.
That is kind of
100%.
fun. I love being part of the excitement and everything of it all, you know?
That's
Yeah,
neat.
it's really great. And honestly, I haven't really seen much negativity, at all. There's been a few like, every so often someone might say something, but and people seem to be listening, with with kind ears. But it's very rare, and it's just still like a lot of people vision the future, they see the future and they see what's to come. I know a lot of people have not canceled some of their former accounts or their little things that they have, but they can see the future, they can see the vision. They're working with Groove, to do little things to make sure they're on top of it. But but once Groove goes live at the end of the year, when they have resolved most of their bug issues and all of that, it's going to be just incredible. It really is.
And it sounds like it's really most suited for anyone who wants to do multiple things, right? Like you're not just a website, you're the course, you're
Right.
affiliate marketing, you're doing all these other things.
It's
So
true.
having a one-stop place
Mhm.
sounds really, really beneficial
Yes.
versus
Right.
if I'm only needing a website, then I'm not sure it makes sense to switch. But if I'm wanting to add a course and to do these other things, then it begins to make sense to at least seriously consider whether I transfer everything over.
Mm-hmm. And not only that, but even if you have a vision in the future of something else, a pivot or, something you're passionate about that you might want to share with others, and you think about it and you're like, it's not the right time now,
Yeah.
but in the future, this is what I would really like to see. You don't have to stop your other,
Yeah.
your other growth areas, your other things, your other businesses, I guess, as you move toward a different direction, because it's all right there. And you don't have to do the research, you don't have to spend, and I know a lot of things are just little. I mean, Calendly is like $9 a month, and Weebly is like $12 a month. And I mean, there's a lot of little charges that you really don't realize add up, and the more you do and the more it adds up. And sometimes you don't even realize that you're spending so much money on all these little things because they take them out at different times of the month and different, and all of a sudden you're spending more than you would ever at Groove. And it's just nice to have it all right there, and you could do whatever you want to.
I'd
I
really
was
like to
telling,
learn I was saying to Kasie, I'd love to learn what they might have in mind for direct marketers like Pampered Chef Consultants or all the different direct marketing consultant businesses. Be interesting to see what comes around the corner in terms of serving that market.
and there is something coming around the corner, because they have partnered with some sort of MLM director, somebody who's been studying MLMs for years, and is an expert, and is this person. So like at Groove, so Kasie purchased from me, and I could see when Kasie makes a sale on Groove from my platform. I don't know that I know who it is. I can't recall, but I can tell that she made a sale. And so one thing with a lot of MLM companies is if somebody signs up under you, you can't see if they got anybody to sign up under them. You know what I mean? Like in that second tier down line.
Downline.
And that's one thing that Groove is working toward fixing, I guess, because they feel like it's important that everybody supports each other.
Yeah.
So
that's one of the things Pampered Chef actually does have. That's
good.
really helpful. You can see your upline, you can see your downline.
That's excellent. Because then you can find the support you need,
Exactly.
So maybe Pampered Chef is one of the companies that maybe Groove is working with. They said there were at least I think they said there were 20 MLM companies so far that have agreed to work with this person in Groove.
One of the things I was saying to Kasie is that we're all looking for is, especially since COVID hit, is an online partying platform that's separate from Facebook, because Facebook, mm, you know, gets finicker and, more difficult for those online events, especially if there's sales. So yeah, I think it'll be interesting to see.
Yes, it will be. It'll be great. Yes. And so, yeah, it's just going to get better and better. And I mean, if you do a course on Pampered Chef, you can enable comments and people can chat with each other there, depending on that. So, and that is one thing, if you decide to do it and you decide to look at the features, ask for community, because that is one thing a lot of people are asking. So it's a good feature that they need to do. Groove community would be excellent.
Awesome.
So
Well, thank you so much for having me today. I really appreciate it.
Yeah,
yes, thank you
coming
for
on
being
and
here.
chatting. And thanks, Rebecca and Tim, for coming. And Tim also said that they've talked about it. They're going to let MLMs access their downline or something. Yeah, I'm super excited for that to come out too. Well, I think we gave Mary some homework to look into Groove a little bit. We'd love to know your thoughts on it, Mary. Let us know if it's pretty user-friendly now that you've seen Tamara do it live for you. So
Awesome. Well, thank you so much.
Yes, and we're here with any questions that you might have, but definitely join our 21-day challenge as well. And
cool.
And then we're going to go through the basics step by step. So.
And Tim said he's so excited about Groove. He is all in. Awesome, Tim.
Yes. And you should watch, your husband at least should watch our video with Tim, because he actually showed Kajabi versus Groove. And yes, Kajabi is more pretty, but you're going to be paying umpteen bucks for Kajabi, and Groove does it all. It's just maybe not quite as pretty. So definitely watch that, and your husband can see how the course would look on Groove. So
fantastic. Awesome.
Well, thank you guys so much for coming, and thanks for hanging out with us in the chat. Let us know your thoughts below. Don't forget to give us a like, and we'll see you next week. Goodbye.